Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to 265 Live. As usual, I'm your host, Noah Gaddis. Uh, I usually don't do this by myself, but, well, obviously. So, anyways, just wanted to do a quick, just a pretty quick episode for, Clash of Champions. I plan on getting a guest this time, but it's probably not going to happen until Hell in a Cell. Clash of Champions is WWE's next big event. Happens tomorrow at I want to say 5:30 or 6 on the streaming on the WWE Network or wherever you can find it. You know, so all titles are on the line on this particular night. It's a little like it was a kind of a tight schedule, but they actually found an opponent for every champion. So yeah, actually looks like it's actually getting pulled together very well. Well, yeah, I guess there's nothing more you can say on it, but I just wanted to do some quick predictions. First match probably going to be on the kickoff, unless they're brave and want to put it on the main show. That'd be promising. Triple threat for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. Drew Gulak puts his prestigious title on the line against Lince Dorado and Humberto Carrillo. I don't know why I'm even thinking about this. Let's go with Gulak. He's never steered me wrong before. And also he does abundantly well in multi-man matches usually. Hey, he does awesome in singles matches too. That's why he's a champ. But honestly, Dorado and Carrillo, they will probably have their time. But for now, let's keep something we've waited for so long safe by having Gulak retain. So yeah, Drew Gulak is Noah's pick. Let's see. Let's do a non-title match for the next prediction. I think this is the only non-title match on the card. If I don't remember all of the card, very sorry, guys. Post any matches that I missed or something in the comments. It's kind of late. Eric Rowan versus Roman Reigns. This rivalry's been building for a while. After Rowan was revealed to be the attacker on Roman Reigns backstage, tried to throw a bunch of crap on him, tried to run him over with a was it like a Hyundai or something, or a Chevy. But yeah, when Rowan was revealed as the attacker, frankly, I think it's still Daniel Bryan, but you know, this rivalry's been building for a while, like I said, and it's no DQ, I think, at Clash of Champions. So yeah, this match actually does seem like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Just a simple big guy versus underdog match for not exactly a big pay-per-view, even though all the titles are on the line. It's not considered a big pay-per-view, believe it or not. They just brought it back this year. But anyways, I don't know, honestly, depending on how WWE like books this, it seems very split, believe it or not. Because my gut instinct is to go with Reigns, but then they've been booking Rowan as some unstoppable monster like they did with Strowman. So, I mean, I guess I'll go with my gut. I'll go with Reigns. Since it's no DQ, there might be some interference by Bryan, or hey, there's even been rumors of Luke Harper coming back to TV, but apparently Vince doesn't want that, so I don't know. It could go either way, guys. Post what you think in the comments below. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Roman. I'm gonna go with my gut. So next match. You know what? Let's start out with a strong match. It's in her hometown. Charlotte Flair challenges Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley surprisingly turned heel a couple of weeks ago. And aligned herself with Sasha Banks, returning Sasha Banks yet again. So, frankly, I mean, I would never, like, actually bet against Charlotte, which is why I feel like Charlotte's gonna win, but by some interference, or, yeah, she's gonna win by disqualification. I'm gonna go with the screwy finish. I'm gonna go with Bayley retains. However, Charlotte Flair wins in her hometown of Charlotte, North Carolina. There's not much else you can say on that match, since Bayley, I already said Bayley turned heel, and Charlotte, if you follow, you obviously know how many title shots she's gotten. So she's no stranger to title pictures, but, you know, I like it. I strongly believe Charlotte is probably the greatest women's performer of all time in WWE, so. Not just because she beat Trish Stratus, no. It's simply because her skills there are almost unmatched. But, you know, I could be wrong, because there's always a bigger fish, you know. Let's see, let's go with the next match. Oh, this one sounds promising. The New Day versus the Revival for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. New Day, the defending champions. The Revival challenging for the titles because of the wild card rule, which makes a little more sense now, but you know, this one's hard to predict, actually. This is probably one of the harder ones to predict on the card. I could never go wrong with the New Day, simply because they're awesome, but this wild card rule, it has to be for a reason. So, and the tag team division, like, desperately needs some saviors, and I do believe those saviors are the Revival. So, let's go with Wilder and Dawson winning the SmackDown Tag Team Championships from the New Day, with the help of the wild card rule, of course. Yeah, like I said, the wild card rule, it's okay, but it has to be there for a reason. You know, it can't just, I don't know, just random people just going from brand to brand. And a lot of them have been involved in title pictures already, like Samoa Joe with the WWE Championship against Kingston. And that, I mean, they can't have him lose every time, right? Maybe, but, you know, I'm going with the Revival. They're my boys. No flips, just fists. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going to go with the Revival winning the SmackDown Tag Team Championships off of the New Day at Clash of Champions. Next up, let's go with the United States title match. AJ Styles defends the coveted United States Championship against Cedric Alexander, the former Cruiserweight Champion, pinned AJ Styles clean on Raw this week, earned himself a title shot. This match should be awesome, but I'm gonna go with the usual, and I heard Alexander is getting a push very soon, but I don't know. Normally I think I'd usually go with the underdog. But you know, I can't bet against AJ. I can't. So I'm gonna go with Styles retains, with Alexander coming up just short of winning the U.S. title from AJ Styles. And the OC, they seem like they're one of those heel factions that where at least one of their members has to have a title to make them a legit like a legitimate heavy hitting faction. Because obviously they're based directly off of the Bullet Club. They're calling themselves the original, the only, the whatever, the OC, you know. Yeah, but it seems like a strong faction, but usually one of their members needs a title, and I'm going to go with that member being AJ. Keep the OC strong by having Styles retain the title against, I guess you could say a main roster rookie, because Alexander's been booked moderately strong, but I don't know. Alexander could do it. Like, you never know what is going to happen in pro wrestling, guys. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. So, but anyways, I'm going to go with AJ Styles retaining the U.S. title at Clash of Champions tomorrow. Let's go with the Raw Tag Team Championship match. Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman defend against Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. So here's the kicker in this match. Rollins and Strowman not only defend the Raw Tag Team Championships at Clash of Champions, but in the main event they later clash for the Universal Championship. That's happened once before at, I want to say Survivor Series with Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage. I could be wrong, post in the comments below if I am. But, yeah, so this is actually a promising storyline if the tag team division didn't need, like, some sort of revamp so badly. And, so with that being said, let's go with Roode and Ziggler, simply because, like, Strowman is probably going to interfere or something, because he wants to knock Rollins off his rocker, you know, get him confused and scared of what's the things to come, you know. So I'm not saying Roode and Ziggler can't win clean, because Ziggler obviously beat Rollins clean multiple times. But, yeah, let's, yeah, let's go with Roode and Ziggler. Roode always does moderately well in the tag division. He always has. Hashtag beer money. But, yeah, Rollins and Strowman, I feel like they should focus on them feuding over the Universal title, if it is going to even be a feud. Which I hope it is, because this, believe it or not, this sounds promising, okay? Strowman is not a bad wrestler. Most people are saying, like, all these big guys, they're considered good wrestlers because they're, like, you know, because of their size. No, Strowman is actually good. Who else can run that fast around a ring in combat boots, guys? I'm joking. But, no, seriously, Strowman should be booked better than he is. Well, a lot of people should, but, you know, it happens. But, since Strowman is in the world title picture now, they should probably keep him in there for a while. Especially if they're thinking of involving Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, in this storyline, which is, obviously kind of a long story. Bray Wyatt's new character, blah, blah, blah. Beat Finn Balor at SummerSlam. Beat the crap out of Finn Balor. Destroys a bunch of legends on Raw. Calls out Seth Rollins or Braun Strowman, whoever wins at Clash of Champions. Which I'm going to get how I think he'll be involved in the Universal Championship picture. But, yeah, I'm going to go with Roode and Ziggler winning the Raw Tag titles off of Rollins and Strowman, and having a decent feud with some tag teams like the Viking Raiders or the OC yet again, because they actually didn't have a good run as the Raw Tag Team Champions. I'm pretty sure they lost on the first defense, but you know, yeah, Roode and Ziggler. All right, let's go with the next match. All right, let's go with the Intercontinental Championship on the line when Shinsuke Nakamura with his new mouthpiece, Sami Zayn. Shinsuke Nakamura defends the prestigious Intercontinental Championship against The Miz. Yet again, the wild card rule in play here. Miz, if you follow, is obviously a Raw superstar. And Nakamura, the Intercontinental Championship, moved to SmackDown in Superstar Shakeup. But, this one's there's a lot of, like, moderately hard matches to predict here. But the most obvious choice is probably Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm not saying Miz isn't worthy of the Intercontinental Championship, because I loved his Intercontinental Championship reigns. Like, what are they? What was he at? 8? Right? He's got one more to tie with Jericho. But yeah, I always loved Miz as Intercontinental Champion. But I'm gonna go with Nakamura retaining here. You can't go wrong with Nakamura. You can't. A guy made that mistake at the Royal Rumble this year when he beat Rusev for the U.S. title. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Nakamura retains. Continues this whole charade with Sami Zayn. Who knows? Sami Zayn. Okay, here's my theory. Nakamura retains. Sami Zayn turns babyface. Starts feuding with Nakamura over the Intercontinental Championship. I have a feeling he's gonna win it. Or I do have a pretty picture of who's gonna beat Nakamura. This is just a straight up prediction here of, like, the absolute future. Who's beating Nakamura for the Intercontinental Championship? Let's go with Aleister Black. I like all his open challenges that he's doing. He's obviously being set up for a push, But, yeah, Black is probably going to beat Nakamura, but who knows? This is not about Black. This is about The Miz versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura retains the Intercontinental Championship at Clash of Champions. Alright. So, we're down to our last few matches, I think, but, alright. This one, I do like this rivalry. This has been going on for a while. And it's been booked, like, not as good as I thought it was going to be, but it should be an awesome match. So Becky Lynch defending the Raw Women's Championship against the Boss, Sasha Banks. So, I've always liked both of these performers, but, let's go with Sasha. Simply because, she obviously returned for a reason. Becky is getting... I don't want to say stale, because she's actually managed to retain most of her popularity since, SummerSlam last year. So a little over a year, she's managed to stay popular as the man. Well, maybe not as the man anymore. Thank you, Ric Flair. But, anyways, Sasha being booked as a strong heel, attacking a lot of the women's performers, mainly Natalya. Yeah, let's go Sasha Banks wins the Raw Women's Championship off of Bayley. Alright, let's see, what other matches? Oh, right, okay, the world titles. Well, hang on. 24/7 segments, you gotta put some in there. There will be some in there, I can almost guarantee it, since every title's on the line, obviously. If you don't know the story of the 24/7 Championship, that's been around since since a little bit after Money in the Bank. I think the Raw after Money in the Bank it was introduced, but it's pretty much a PG hardcore title. It's on the line 24/7. Falls count anywhere, anytime, any place. First ever champion is Titus O'Neil, and I believe the current champion is R-Truth. And he's like, he's got this whole thing that they're like counting the times he's won the 24/7 championship. I feel like he's gonna actually beat Flair's record before John Cena. But you know, yeah, those segments should be fun, especially on pay-per-view, because I honestly haven't seen much. I haven't seen many 24/7 segments on pay-per-view, but anyways, probably Truth walking out as the champion. For like the 16th time. I feel like he's gonna tie with Flair tomorrow. But let's see. Alright. WWE Championship. Kofi Kingston puts the title on the line against the 13-time world champion, the Viper, the Apex Predator, Randy freaking Orton. I had this at SummerSlam, but I don't know. I still don't know if it's gonna happen tomorrow. But I want it to happen so bad. Now Kofi, I will say he's gone a little bit stale. He was an awesome WWE champion, but I think his time is up. He was a better champion than we all thought he was gonna be. But honestly, let me ask you something, guys. If you were creating your own roster, depending on top stars to fuel it, who would you rather have, guys? Randy Orton or Kofi Kingston? I feel like the answer's obvious. Which, the answer, obviously, Randy Orton. So, I am going to go with Randy Orton, possibly with some interference from the Revival, I don't know. But Randy Orton walks out, WWE Championship, walks into the Fox era of SmackDown as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Not saying Kofi's gonna be out of the title picture forever now. It's just I'm just saying, after a reign like that, you don't get just. I mean, you could, but you know. All right. Last but not least, this one's gonna be a little controversial, depending on who wins this. Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman, after defending the Raw Tag Team Championships, whether they retain or lose them, they will be clashing in the main event for the WWE Universal Championship. This is a big match for Strowman, also a big match for Rollins, since it is his first defense since slaying the Beast once again at SummerSlam. Alright, so remember what I was saying about Wyatt? So, he obviously challenged on the Firefly Funhouse. He challenged Strowman or Rollins, whoever wins the match at Clash of Champions, to a Universal title match inside the demonic structure, Hell in a Cell. But here's the thing. I am thinking this. I have a strong feeling of this. Wyatt interferes in this match, and the match ends in a no contest because of interference from the Fiend, obviously. So by that logic, obviously Rollins retains. It can't go too short, because this match actually seems promising, believe it or not. Like I said, hey, Strowman could do it. Strowman could win. But I do hear that the plan is for a triple threat at Hell in a Cell. So, yeah. Yeah, I heard it's supposed to be a triple threat at Hell in a Cell for the Universal Championship. Probably inside Hell in a Cell, because if it is, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. But, yeah, I'm going to go Wyatt interferes, continues this feud between Rollins, Strowman, and The Fiend is at it, and boom, you got a Universal title match at Hell in a Cell. I feel like Rollins is actually going to have it for a while, until The Fiend gets him one-on-one. So, yeah. So I think that's the entire match card, guys. I thought the King of the Ring finals were gonna be added, but obviously not, because those were moved to Raw. Oh, by the way, if you haven't been watching the King of the Ring tournament, here are the finals. I'm just gonna predict them anyways. Even though they're not on the Clash of Champions card yet again. Alright, so the finals. Chad Gable made it to the finals after beating Shane McMahon in a 2 out of 3 falls match. An impromptu 2 out of 3 falls match. And he advanced to face none other than the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin. Oh man. This match is probably gonna be like very well put together, since WWE is actually trying on the King of the Ring this time. But WWE seems to love to have heels win the King of the Ring tournament. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna actually go with the underdog again. Let's go. Chad Gable becomes the King of the Ring. I was gonna go with Ricochet, but obviously he did not make it to the finals. Neither did Samoa Joe. Neither did Drew McIntyre. Neither did who else will I vote in strong for? Oh, Andrade, right. And then maybe Buddy Murphy was on my list, but you know, Gable might be over there to put Corbin over. I don't know. It could go between either of these two, and frankly, I don't care who wins. It's gonna be fun, depending on like what they do with Corbin if he wins. But I'm interested to see what they actually do with Gable, because I've always been a fan of like American Alpha or Chad Gable in general. Extremely good technical wrestler and WWE superstar in general. Yeah, but I'm gonna go with Chad Gable. I'm probably wrong, but you know, I don't care. But yeah, I think that is it, guys. Tune in to Clash of Champions tomorrow, streaming on the WWE Network or wherever you can find it. It starts at, I want to say 6 p.m. It looks like, obviously, sounds and looks like a very promising card, and it's all pretty unpredictable. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And I don't know what I have to say here, guys. I'm so tired. It's so late. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna leave it at that. Tune in to Clash of Champions tomorrow, guys. Also, tune in to 265 Live whenever you see an episode uploaded. Hit that notifications bell. Look for 265 Live. Usually you'll find some episodes with me and Joe. We've done some interviews with some pretty awesome people. I recently did an interview with indie superstar Blackness Jack. Me and my usual co-host Joe Kano. Our first interview, the genius Lenny Poffo. That was fun. So yeah.